Hello, we are Sornia. We are pleased to have this opportunity to share with you what it is that is happening, so to speak, in your world. Things are progressing always. When we say things, your world is being exposed more and more to the light. More of you are becoming aware of your true nature. Keeps on going in that direction. More exposure, more light, more understanding, more strength, more establishing yourselves in your truth and standing strong, knowing that whatever you do from that place of truth is your point of empowerment, your place of security, safety, and that is where you are to reside, both physically, emotionally, spiritually, in all senses. That is this time period of the Great Awakening, the Ascension, that has been talked about to you over and over again as you are in the midst of it. And you are in the midst of some of the murkiest times, but also some of the most exciting and interesting times that any of you will have ever experienced in all of your many adventures through the various forms you take on in both the third dimensional physical earthly realm and in beyond this earthly realm that you reside in with your consciousness. And it's probably one of the most cherished roles to play, if you will. We don't want to make light of what you're doing because it's very important. It has purpose way beyond what you can at this time fully grasp in your conscious physical form. Even though we feel that many of you are understanding through the heart center and the solar plexus at this time, and we want to talk a little bit about that with you again. Through those two centers of those two energy centers, the information that is coming through, being processed by you, is revealing more to you about your own personal strength as a eternal being, as a sovereign being, as a being of light who has always been and always will be and will continue on beyond this reality that feels so dense and all that there is, so to speak. And you know that this isn't all, this meaning Earth in 3D. You know that this isn't all that there is. It's not just wishful thinking anymore for most of you. It's not just, there's a heaven or there's an afterlife that's calm and, safe and where you don't suffer any of this. You understand how vast and how unexplored much of the afterlife, if you will, is by you, how eternity is, the cosmos, the universe. You say the universe, but there are many, many universes out there, thousands and thousands of them. Whatever you can imagine is what is there. So to lightly touch on that is what you will experience with your earth conscious awareness, let's say, that consciousness that resides on earth has a purpose of helping the eternal you expand and grow. And has been said to you many times, the earthly experience is one that you look forward to, that you delight in. You don't see it as being insurmountable. You don't see it as being difficult. You don't see it at all when you are preparing your journey in this world, but you see it as an opportunity to have the experience. And this is kind of what we're tying in with the solar plexus and the heart center. So those two areas of the physical form and their evolution in your own time frame, meaning the time frame that you have as a human being on Earth, and tied into what is your experience with Mother Earth herself. This is the focus right now. The evolution, the growth, the deepening of their function, both the solar plexus and the heart. How are they connected, these energy centers? How are they connected with energy centers outside of the physical form? So the heart in the human form, that energy center is connected to the core of Mother Earth. This has not been felt by all of you with the clarity that you are now beginning to have. So Mother Earth has a core that has a pulse, again, frequency and vibration, that is the heart of her as well. And you, in your heart center, are seeking to strengthen your knowledge and understanding and feeling and knowing of that connection between your heart center and that of Mother Earth, because they are tied in energetically. The frequency and vibration of the two centers are connected through these invisible realms of energy, of frequency and vibration. So how does this work? So when you are in a state of joy and a state of loving, gratitude, all these wonderful things, when you're truly in that state, or even a little bit in that state, you're feeling that love for just about anything, another person or something in your life, a love for nature, or a joy at just the opportunity to have the experience. And you're feeling that with that depth of feeling, and you're just present with that feeling in your heart center. That is a signal, it's a message that reaches to the core of Mother Earth's heart center. So that connection is made where it's amplified. You are giving of that energy to Mother Earth, and she is receiving, and she is sending it back to you in an evolved state. Because you know Mother Earth, she is alive. She is alive in a way that you do not define being alive, but you all understand what we mean by that when we say that Mother Earth is alive in that way that you know. So you're working with Mother Earth at this time in creating this relationship of heart-centered connection, okay? And it's amplifying, it's growing, it's expanding, it's becoming of a higher frequency and vibration through that exchange. And what's happening is that many of you, it's not just through the love, the joy, and all of that you are connecting, but those higher vibrational emotions allow you to connect with the higher vibrational emotion that Mother Earth also has. You, in human form, give them the definitions with words of love and joy and peace and all of that. Mother Earth, she just is that. She radiates that out. And we would like for you to also feel these energies without the conditioning that words will create. So feel the joy, feel the love, feel these things and know them as a feeling and how it connects with Mother Earth. So find that pathway in your quiet times, in your meditative times, and find that pathway. And where do you meet? Where do you connect? At what part of the journey that you are reaching out to Mother Earth? And she is always reaching out to all of her inhabitants, if you will. How is that connection being made? How do you see it? How is it within you? How is it expressing itself within you? And you want to do this so that you can have a deeper knowing of what this is, not just a word. You want to move beyond the words because you are moving into a world that is communicating strictly telepathically. Words will become secondary, almost unnecessary, because you will be communicating. You already are communicating telepathically through your emotions and with your thoughts that are all connected, but this will become your primary form of communication. That's what it was for so long. So this is part of going back to your original state that you have been cut off from. So you see, the possibility of you having this connection with Mother Earth at this time is because Mother Earth, in spite of all of the propaganda that she is in danger of being destroyed, because she's not, she's stronger than anything that any humans can do to her, truly. She has evolved beyond what the human form, in most cases, not all, but many who have a human form have evolved too. So those of you hearing this message know that you aren't at that state of a beginning state. You are in a more evolved state. So the fact that you are able to have this exchange, we are able to tell you about this, is very important for you to involve yourselves with it, not just in a conscious way. Don't just listen to these messages, the words. Connect with the frequency and vibration of what we are saying. See what it feels like in your body, and then take that into your meditations or your quiet times or your walks and ask to be guided to where it is that you feel that connection most deeply within yourself in your connection with Mother Earth. What is this? This is all very abstract. We do not want you thinking, using your mind here. We want you to be using your feeling bodies, your emotional body, the heart. We want you to do that. We want you to move away from that analytical mind that most of you have, most of humanity has, and trust that more than they trust the feeling body. So as this grows, this connection that you, each individual human being, has with Mother Earth, and understanding that connection, as you move through that and learn to understand it more, you will get keys to unlock the doors of understanding of how one creates in the third dimensional reality or beyond. Right now, because you are in third dimensional reality and you're working through many of the denser layers of third dimensional reality that have been falsely placed there, these walls and barriers to your connection, this is going to allow you to go into a deeper connection with Mother Earth through her healing powers. She is much more strong and capable than what is given to you as an understanding of the energy of Mother Earth. She will continue to exist no matter what until it is her time to no longer exist. But that is far, 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 far off. That is not even part of any sort of future that we can see. So put that aside. She is strengthened by these experiences that she has interacting with humans. So when you go outside and you put your feet in the ground, or you sit up next to a tree and you just commune with nature, as you say, you are really strengthening that, not just your knowing of what it means to connect with all that is, but you're strengthening that bond between the spirit of Mother Earth, who she is really, and who you are in relationship to that. This is the next step. So this may seem abstract, it may seem far out, but we want you to really feel it and not think it. Move away from the words. Move into understanding the frequency and vibration of what you are experiencing without judgment, without preconceived notions, without anything. Be that open slate. This is what we want you to do. This is why we're talking about these two centers, the heart and the solar plexus. So let's move on to the solar plexus. The solar plexus is connected directly to the sun energy. This is very important at this time because there have been and will continue to be many attempts to block the beneficial energy exchange from humanity and its true energy source, and that is the sun. The sun is a source of, we could get into the science of it, but we're going to stay into the metaphysical for now. But the sun, for each one of you, is a way you recharge your batteries. There are many other ways that you do this, but at this time, its connection, the solar plexus to the sun, is needing to be cleansed on the physical level, the physical form, because there have been energetic fields put in place to prevent humanity from connecting from its actual true energy source, that of the sun. And we're talking about the physical form and its non-physical bodies, right? You get your true life comes through source, God, creator. That is the life force. But comes through the actual energy of the sun. Life force comes through, radiates out from the sun. Life force. That's what keeps everything alive. And that's nothing new to you. You know that without the sun, you do not exist. You would not be able to exist. You cannot thrive without the sun. But what you're doing is connecting in a stronger, clearer, more succinct, if you will, manner with the sun through the solar plexus. And that is a seat of power. See, that has been distorted because when you understand your power, you have nothing to be afraid of. And that comes through that life force that is processed, in a sense, through the sun. Source radiates it out, comes through. Think of the sun as like a battery that's charging you with life force. But because there's been so much to prevent you from being able to access it fully, deeply, especially in the last 100 years on your planet, if not longer, but in particular, you have been out of balance in that part of your physical form, that energy form. So what do you do about that? That is, again, you go into the feeling of it. Go into the feeling and go into imagery. Imagine your solar plexus and it's moving, and feel it. How can you imagine yourself connecting to what you might consider the solar plexus of the sun, just like the heart of Mother Earth, the solar plexus of the sun, that power generator that the sun is of life force. Feel how from you to the sun, you don't have to be outside. It's great if you can be in the sun and feel that. But if you can't, just feel that. Sit with that and feel how you connect with that energy. Is it clear? Is it fluid? Is it moving back and forth in a way that there's a giving and a receiving? Is that happening? Most of you will say, no, it's not. I don't feel it, because you're not. Most of you can identify it because you don't feel your full strength and power, your sovereignty that comes through that solar plexus. Like, as we've said many times, is knowing who you really are, in the sovereignty of who you really are, in the power that you really are, is really the key to your freedom. So clearing that energy process, if you will, or connection, is really important at this time. And that is what you are working on. So we highly, highly encourage you to take time in meditation, in quiet time, sit outside, let yourself feel the sun through your solar plexus, and let yourself connect through that energy center. Again, no preconceived notions. Clear your minds, be as much of a blank slate as possible, and allow the experience to show you what you need to know. You are cleansing and strengthening and building a greater field of your own. This field that you are creating of your own that will expand out is your own energy field. It is the essence of who you really are, so that you can connect with that fully and completely in your ability to understand your true nature. It keeps deepening. You may think, oh, I really understand who I am. Oh, you haven't even touched on it. Well, you have, but you are going to all be going so deep in your understanding of who you really are in human form. This has never been done before. Never, ever, ever been done before. This is what you call the Ascension. So have fun with this. Be excited. See yourselves really expanding and growing. This is where you will also begin to understand better creation, manifestation, healing, how vibration and frequency are really the basis of everything in your world. It's not words and all the other things. It's frequency and vibration. This is that opportunity. So it is an exciting time. Take the time to go into these experiences. Take advantage of these opportunities to explore who you really are and expand that out and deepen your understanding of your true nature. That's what is going on right now. The rest of it, what's going on in the outside world, push that away. Push it away. There's so much nonsense going on in your world right now that we would advise you, just for now. I mean, you want to be aware of what's going on, but for now, try to push it away. For the next few weeks or so, try to push these things away and focus on you, so you can keep on amplifying your light and your whole energy field to reach out to more and more of those in your community. All right. Hopefully we made sense here and didn't confuse you all. That's about all we have for you. You are all really sharing this experience in so many fun and playful ways and in joyful ways, and some not so joyful. Many of you have been struggling. We know that with your understanding, but know that it's all working out. There isn't anything that isn't being managed by you really, really well. You just don't always know it because you don't have that understanding and that awareness necessary for seeing everything that you are actually accomplishing, but you are quite a bit. But take this time so that you can gain a little bit of peace, strength, feel your strength, and not feel defeated by circumstances going on outside of you. You're much more than what you know. Even those of you who have done a lot to know your true nature, you got more to learn. Isn't that exciting? More to experience. All right. Well, I've been told my time is up, basically. Thank you. Thank you all so much for everything. We are so grateful. We love you very much. We are Sornia. Goodbye.